Hello everybody, this is the Crafty Little Gem, and today I am coming to you with a bracelet tutorial. Now this is to go with the set that we have been doing. So I have gone for the same sort of colours, and I've actually, one of the ribbons that I'm using for it is the same ribbon that I've used on the handles of the bag. So we are actually, let me get the whole set out for you. This is what we're concentrating on. We've done the card, we've done the bag. We are now doing the bracelet. So mine will be a little bit different from this one this time, because I'm not having a thicker ribbon here, but this can really be made out of material, which is what this is. This I cut to 1 inch wide, however long you want it to be, and then I put it through my bias binder and ironed, and then just sewn down one side, and this has created this width for me. So the first thing that we need to do is you need to measure around your wrist. Now I've done mine, and mine measures 7 inches. So obviously that's what I am going for today. I have got 2 lobster clasps for the ends. Now these come in different sizes, so you really do need to research sort of like what size you need if you're doing something like this. You can put as many pieces of ribbon or twine or whatever together as you want, but this is what I am going for today. I have picked a few beads and things out, and the clasps and things that I need to go on the end. Except for that one. And what we will do is we'll get started. So you need to decide on how you want your bracelet to lay. So I'm just going to go from the thickest ribbon to the thinnest. I'm going to grab my lobster clasp, pop it on the end, get my flat nose pliers and squash that down really well on both sides. So now that is how my ribbon is going to lay, and the reason we're doing the clasp on one end first is so the beads don't actually fall off. So then what we can do is, I'm not putting anything on this ribbon here, however on this one I would just like my largest bead, my largest hold bead that will go on nicely. Now you can put on as little or as many of these as you like, it's entirely up to you. Now it is better to have a thinner one to go with some of the beads, because this will be a lot easier to put the smaller beads through anyway. Let me just have a look in my collection and see if I've got another. So I've just changed my mind on what I'm going to do, as always. So I've just got another bead out, and I think I'm going to have, you can lay these out as you want to anyway, and I should have a little bit of wire somewhere that's disappeared all of a sudden. So I'll just grab another piece. So this is just some like fishing wire, very thin fishing wire, and this will just help thread through some of the holes. And especially with the thinner one, what you need to do is you need to just cut yourself a piece, doesn't matter how long, and pop the ends together. I hope you can see that. And then what we're going to actually do is pop the bead, pop this wire through this bead. So you've got both ends through there, and you've got a hole that end. You can then pop your ribbon through that end and pull, and it will actually pop your bead on really easily for you. So I'm actually going to try and keep that. I can't. I'll have to do them all separate. So I'm going to go for my next bead, which is this one. This one's going to move around a little bit on this thinner piece, but that's what I want. And you can just pull that through, and with that on there you might be able to put a couple of beads on at the same time. Please take your time while you're doing this. I'm working in a very small area until I can get everything sorted. So I've got them on, which has not taken too long. I've just got the last one to get on, and that is what I have on the end there. So they're all my beads that I want on that one. Now on this next one, I'm actually going to put my bigger bead on first. So you can fold it in half. Because the hole is a lot bigger, you don't really need any help. So that one on. Make sure it's the right way. However, I'm now going to put this one on that's going to connect these two bits of ribbon together. So grab them both together, fold it in half, and you can pop that bead on. Go through your stash, see what you've got. You might have some old jewellery that you could recycle or anything. That one will twist up and it will twist round again, like so. If I can get that one underneath to do as it's told. Yep. So now I've actually joined them two pieces together. Now make sure you're stretching it out to see how it lays. I'm now going to put another one of those on this end. So again, just that first bit of fabric that I've done, pop it through there and pull. And that is actually how I want mine to lay. Don't worry about your beads or anything at this moment in time, because you can pull them about still at the end. But that is actually how I want mine. So if we can get them to be the same length, like so, you'll just have one dangling down if that's what you want. I'm going to pull mine a little bit more to give it a bit more tension, and then I'm just going to cut them ends so they're the same. We can add the lobster clasp on to this end, open the flat end pliers up and squash that down like so, and that is your basic beads made. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is this piece here, so move that bit out of the way. This piece here, I'm actually going to attach a bow. So I have got just a split ring, and you're actually twisting it so one comes towards you and one goes away. I'm hoping that you can see that. And then you can pop one end through that hole and one end through that hole. Grab your pliers and then just bring them back together. Okay, and that is now that bangle attached to your bracelet. So all we're going to do to finish it off is we're going to find a split pin that isn't silly. So that one will be fine. Yep. So we can, again, we're twisting one towards you and one away. Add your clasp onto your desired side. And then we are just going to bring them exactly back together where you did the other one. Make sure you haven't got any holes. We're going to do exactly the same on this time, but I've got a little bit of chain this time, just in case I need it to be either be a bit bigger, as that I may give this out to somebody, so obviously they may not have the same wrist size as me. So I'm just gonna, I've added my chain onto my split ring. It's going onto my lobster clasp on that side, and I'm just bringing them straight back together again. And that all together is your piece of jewellery made. So I hope you like that, everybody. I hope you give it a try. This is obviously designed to go in the box as well that we have been doing. And I shall see you again next time. Thanks ever so much, everybody, and see you soon. Bye bye.